Hello, my name is Alexander Yang, and I'm currently a student at the University of California, Los Angeles. I'm studying computer science engineering and working on my bachelor's degree there. This summer, I'm really excited to go to China, and I wanted to do many things in China. Learn Chinese, learn the culture, learn from the natives about what it means to be Chinese, but also, perhaps more importantly, I want to be able to be really excited about teaching English to other Chinese people, other people that are different than here. Currently, I've had a lot of experience in tutoring and teaching, a little bit different than perhaps what I expect. Many times I've gone into middle schools, my old middle school, and I've tutored 5th graders and 8th graders, different subjects. As the years progress, currently now in college, I do my own teaching as a job at UCLA. It's not teaching a class, organizing it, creating tests, but it's more helping a professor teach a class by having students come to discussion sections where I will help supplement the lessons for them. The professor will come up with the main material, but I still have to create my own lesson plans. And usually, in these types of environments, I have 10 to 12 students. One of the things that makes me really excited about teaching in general, and from my past experiences, is when the students learn something. I'm spending time right now with students for about 10 weeks. And at the beginning, when I see them, I don't know who they are. I don't know where they've come from. But by the time I finish, they've learned something that I've passed on to them. And they've also, I guess, become more accomplished. And that feeling of like being able to watch students grow is very exciting for me. There was one student named Genesis in my class. Currently, I teach a programming class. And so what I do is I try to teach different forms of programming to them. And this girl Genesis, she comes in and she struggles very much. She doesn't understand a lot of the different programming constructs, like for loops or while loops. These are just ways to handle different situations in programming. But the best part about it is that she doesn't give up right away. And even though I can't walk her through it because it's college, and it's harder than perhaps before when I tutored 5th graders, she still puts a lot of effort into it, and she still emails me, and I can help her understand what they are, not do it for her. And it was maybe a week of trying to help her through it, that she understands it. And by that time, perhaps the other students already have gained a basic understanding of it, but since she put so much effort into it, she has a better understanding than the other students. There was also other times with younger students where they weren't even interested in learning how to, maybe geography. There was a time where a student was doing geography, learning the different states and capitals, and she thought it was really boring to learn all these things. But instead of just giving up, I was like, okay, let's play a game. But I didn't say it as a game. What I did is I intended it so that it would be more interesting to her. And so I would put like more emotion into it. I'd be like, oh, okay, tell me, what is this state? What is the capital of Georgia or whatever? And she would reply maybe something wrong, maybe something right. But in the end, the point was that she was getting more and more excited about learning it. And that's something that's really important for me when I see other students. They have to be excited about it. They can't just be bleh, I don't want to learn it, I don't want to see it. And if I can help make them be excited about it, that's more benefit to me. That, and also having the relationship with the students, I think is important. I prefer smaller classes with maybe less than 20, but 20 is okay. It's just harder for me to understand the students, harder to make a connection, a relationship with them. One of like the more important things that I see is just teamwork in general with students. I want them to be able to grow, to learn together, to complement each other. And so with smaller groups, I see that more easier. I'm unsure of what to do with big classes. the way I've handled problems like this before is I'd asked more experienced teachers, more experienced tutors that were around me in my job. And these are people that are 2 years older than me. And sometimes they give me tips like do team activities or do applications by like writing a worksheet and copying it so that they can all do something without me having to be there. In China, there are a lot of things that I want to do, not just teaching. A lot of the hobbies that I currently have is I play badminton, I play ping pong, I like to play guitar. When I go there, I want to be able to experience a culture. I want to be able to play badminton with Chinese people there, because the Chinese people here that play badminton are really good. I can only imagine that they would be even better there. I want to see what it's like to cook Chinese food, maybe learn some a little bit myself. And then also perhaps just like explore Wuhan in general, because that's the place where I will be going to visit China. So I'm looking forward to visit China for learning the culture, for learning the people, for learning all of the different aspects about it. But also, I see it as an opportunity for me to also pass on the knowledge I have of growing up in America, having conversations, perhaps something different than what Chinese people learn in classes. Speaking with someone that's spoken English all their life is something that might be exciting for other people, because speaking Chinese with someone who's grown up in China is exciting for me. Gives me a chance to test my Chinese too. Some of the benefits that I have of growing up in America is I have many tools and experiences of speaking with in English here. Not just because I grew up here, but because the culture around me is very helpful. I can bring in many things when I can teach English, just by bringing in, say, movies or videos, or even the 4th of July. The Independence Day is going to be happening over the summer. There are also books, maybe not complicated books, but simpler books too, that I know of, that I've read, that I've grown up with, that I can use to share with the children or students. And perhaps the greatest benefit is that since I've been speaking here so long, it's almost all my life, that I can pass on, maybe I can teach others like what it's like to live or to be American and to speak with an American conversationally. I'm glad that I have an opportunities to learn Chinese, and I'm hoping that I have opportunities to teach English to Chinese. And by far, this is going to be a great summer for me, in my opinion. And I'm really looking forward to visiting China. Thank you.